Hi, this is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're at Comics Online.
Got to see any of the remastered pieces yet?
I haven't actually seen them, but I hear the colors are incredible. That's what I've heard about it.
Well, colors in general were a very big factor.
It was the first
this.
show painted on a black background, so all the colors were so rich and vibrant, and it had a full symphony score and large casts. Everything about the show was rich, and thick. The stories were complicated. It never talked down to the audience.
So when did you first click as Batman? When was the moment in your mind that you were Batman?
Well, it's interesting. I had never auditioned for an animated character before. It was the first one I went in on, which that just doesn't happen. It's just a bizarre story. And in the audition, I found that voice, and I just used my imagination. And once I clued in on that voice, which was inspired by the death of his parents as a child, and I went to the darkest, the most tragic place I could go, thinking that's where the voice evolved from. Once I found that was the key. That was the key for me, and so I found it pretty early on, actually. And then I asked Bruce if I could use a different voice for Bruce Wayne, because I said, wait a minute, this is the richest guy in Gotham. Everyone knows who he is. He's the most eligible bachelor. He owns half the city, and he puts on a mask and no one knows it's him. I said, seriously? Couldn't we do a little more convincing disguise? Have the Bruce Wayne voice be closer to my natural voice. And he loved that idea. So that's where the two voice idea came from.
I mean, you could always wear glasses, but that wouldn't really work for a secret identity.
For Superman.
Yeah.
That's taken.
So with the series, aside from just getting into the character, what memories come to mind first and foremost when you think back to your time on the show?
Oh, man. The booking sessions were so much fun because uniquely, Warner Brothers likes to get all the cast in the room together. A lot of the other studios like to get clean takes of each actor, so you go in alone. Warner Brothers is a group record, so I'd be in there with Mark Hamill or Roddy McDowell, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr., Richard Mull, Ron Perlman. I mean, the cast was incredible, and you just have 2 hours of fun. It was like doing a radio play. And there was a lot of interaction, a lot of goofing around. And in the goofing, you would find new stuff. It would keep the juices going. So it wasn't wasting time. But there was just a lot of fun and creativity and a great sense of trust among the actors, which I loved.
Just a lot of iconic moments scattered throughout the series itself, but is there any one particular scene or episode that stands out to you more than the others?
Well, one of my favorite moments that I'm particularly proud of is in Perchance to Dream, when he's pleading with his parents at their gravesite to release him from his vow, because he's fallen in love, and he knows what life is about, and he knows that he has to lead a normal life in order to love, and that means not fulfilling this vow he'd made to his parents. And at that moment, this flock of bats comes screaming out of the earth and pulls him back down into his fate. And he realizes he can't escape his fate. And I loved playing that scene. I was very proud of it. And it's a very powerful scene.
From leaping tall buildings to going off like gamma bombs. Switch your internet browser to ComicsOnline.com.